And we're back next episode. Here we call this transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me talking about me reacting to a bunch of screen caps of comments on YouTube and DeviantArt that and other places, um, where people comments in response to comments I made against the deviant lifestyles. Trigger warning: if you don't like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video and go watch something else. Do not lie and say this hate speech in my videos, because there is a hate speech in my videos. It's speech hate. That's a different story. Let's get on with this stuff here. Right now we're at a showing off how my opponents like to try to debate with me instead of coming at me straight like they should, straight up like they should, in videos and comics that I make that basically are talking about the subject at hand that they want to debate with. They decide to sneak around like wusses and come at me on video or in comments that have nothing to do with anything. And we have a prime example here. We have my Starco versus comic hate, comment section. I screen capped that because someone decided to ask about my stance on abortion, basically by asking why I like to kill children. But I'm anti-abortion, so yeah, it's weird. But here's the deal: the Starco versus comic. I started the story before, but I started again. Say it again. Marco Diaz and Star Butterfly. Marco wants to marry Star Butterfly because she gets pregnant from when she was in puberty. It was all feral, and she did stuff with Oscar. Okay, but she got pregnant because of that. So Marco decided he wanted to marry Star Butterfly, claim the child as his, wanted to marry her because then she wouldn't be basically be going through. He does care about her, and doesn't want her to go through this crap, that stuff alone. Her go through shame alone. So that's what happened in the story. Brittany gets involved in it as well. She gets pregnant from her conquests as head cheerleader and popular girl and all around. Trying to be the best ever in lots of different ways that she shouldn't be trying to be the best ever in. So many different things happening. So basically, they get to hang out, and I have a self-insert character, black dude who knows kung fu. He eventually does marry Brittany and raise the child as his own as well, and they have more children, and it's great. It's the whole thing. It's wonderful. It's amazing stuff. I enjoyed that stuff a lot, but it had nothing to do with this really. No. So yeah. So the person says, why you like to kill children? Why do you like to kill children? And I said, what are you talking about? And I said, why do you think a child has been attacked should be forced to give birth when they would die from it? And I say they could die from it, but they may not. Also, there's only a small percentage of abortions cases. Most of them are because girls just want to have fun. I quoted the song, girls want to have fun by Cyndi Lauper. But the person doesn't understand that because the English is not the first language. And so are you ever going to try to justify yourself to people that you are right, or are you going to refuse to believe that you are wrong? And I say I'm going to do both. It is strange, like you say, going against abortion, which kills children, will kill children. How? With a small chance that the girl who gets pregnant might die from it. That's paranoid thinking. That is messed up. It is. And so once it's not a small chance, it totally is. Two, you can't even try to do one of them because of how selfish you are. No commas or anything. Selfish you are. A fetus does not matter as much as a child, just like you. Run-on sentence. No commas. Yeah, it doesn't work. I matter as much as a child, just like you. Fetuses are children. Continue on here. You're most likely under the age of 13. From what you post, you shouldn't be saying anything if you don't even understand basic geometry. It's amazing what they pull from. And I said, what does geometry have to do with abortion, aka child killing? Okay, well, abortion isn't killing a child other than killing a child. Ignore that. Nope. Well, save a child. A fetus is not a child because I say it's not. Ignore the fact that it is. Nope. Of course, you won't know or understand that because you are too young. With one O. And the reason why I brought up basic geometry is because that just tells someone how old you really are. No, it doesn't. Someone can tell by your art and what you like, and the fact that you haven't pulled up very little fact in this argument, according to Liza was told, to be able to win an argument based off of the gruesome reality that's called being a woman, you must bring up the dark truth even to hurt someone's feeling. Okay, so yeah, abortion is killing a child, stop doing it. You don't want to get an abortion, don't have sex. Dark truth, done. Like, what? Yeah. They'll just go, wait a minute, that's my right. Like, no, it's not. That isn't the right. It's a need or a want in this case. Needs are not rights. Learn that from Total Twins. Super cute. Grandma Gabby. Oh my gosh. But no, needs are not rights. Different story. Next. Let's go. I do. Abortion ends pregnancy. Pregnancy is the process of having a child growing inside you. So abortion does kill children. That is the dark truth. So once again, you only use your emotion. I'm only using my emotions when you are. That's rough. Don't use your emotions. You are rather stupid. I wouldn't be surprised. And to be honest, you're rather stupid. I wouldn't be surprised. You're failing classes. Quote unquote. Why do you quote that? What? To be honest, you're rather stupid. I wouldn't be surprised you're failing classes. I never said that. This person is quoting someone, but I didn't say that. I don't say stuff like that. I hate that kind of stuff because here's the issue. I was failing classes. I was diagnosed with ADD, ADHD, autism, whatever it is, when I was a kid, and I was on Ritalin, and I was basically trying to do math, and was studying for hours until it was basically too late. It was like studying for hours and hours and having to go to bed without being able to finish the assignment and failing miserably and having to be behind and stuff. It was ridiculous. So I would never insult someone like that because I was an actual person who had to deal with that stuff. I was one of those kids that was gifted, definitely, but in different ways than standardized testing would show off. So, nah, I would never say that. And that's the issue. Well, you quoting it. That's somebody else. That's weird. A child is someone above the age of 4 to 10. Yeah, and below that, like in the womb. A fetus is a child growing up inside its mother. Then eventually becomes a baby, a full-grown baby, and is pushed out of his mother. And that's a newborn baby. That's a child. So, no, doesn't work. Doesn't work. All work on those feet over here. 4 to 10. Yeah, no. Some people say from birth to 18 or from conception to 18. That's what I say. And the fetus is more like a parasite feeding off of the host. In this case, a child that is old enough to, most likely old enough to make her own decisions, choose to do that stuff. There's a very small percentage of children, people underage that are children, people underage that are not children, they're almost grown up. And of course, full-grown women who were attacked by men and got pregnant because of that. But it's a small percentage, comparison to the large percentage of abortions which are carried out by full-grown women who chose to jump on dudes or let dudes jump on them. So no, this stuff is sensationalist bullcrap. Basically made to scare people into submission. Doesn't work. Next. So in this case, the child that was assault and now is being put to death because someone was put to death by possible death, also not possible death, all because of someone feeling are hurt because that child needs an abortion or not. No one needs an abortion. Get off the internet and stop using emotions in an argument of facts and morality. You will always lose. Yes, please. The dark truth of reality is that people are forced to give birth when it should be a choice. It is, but you made a choice before pregnancy. That's how it goes. TGE, dark truth is that we don't have enough healthy baby food, according to lies we're told. The truth is that some people don't have the money, according to lies we're told. The truth is that people can die from having a baby. That is possible, but often does not happen because that's normal stuff that happens to humans. The truth is that our foster care system is full, according to lies we're told, and causing kids to be put in harm's way from people who are supposed to taking care of them. That can happen sometimes, but also can not happen. They're being abused in every single way. Sometimes. The truth is that we are dangerously overpopulated through lies we're told. No. Some people, no. In some places we are. Okay. You go to downtown New York City, and you see thousands of people walking around all over the place. It's nasty. It's horrible. Yeah, that's overpopulated. But that's the issue. You go to Australia, you go to Alaska, you go to all kinds of other places where there's huge ranches. Texas, all kinds of places. There's huge ranches. And that's one family. It's like 5 people who live on that huge ranch. Okay? Acres and acres of land, miles and miles of land. That's available. Then there's, of course, other places that are not even used for farmland or anything. They're vacant, places. People can build houses and live, but they don't because they don't know or understand that. It's up to people that do know and understand to help them out. That's what we need to work on. Education is what we need to work on, not